Bonjour, c'est moi, Dene. Welcome back to another episode of Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. In the last episode, we finally finished episode 2 after a very long time. Well, mainly due to the quest that Tyrone gave us, obviously. But yeah, we finished the second episode. We learned some things about Helena. Did we? I think we did. We did learn a few more things about Helena. I'm assuming we learned some stuff about Patty. Nothing was really confirmed 100%, but you have to read between the lines sometimes. And I think, we learned a few things about Patty. That she is the child of Lenny Clarkson and his sister. And then we also saw the poachers on the crawfish farm, on their boat again. And there was a big woman inside the tent on the boat, and somebody standing next to her, and apparently getting her high with the gas. We haven't seen her, right? But I'm assuming that woman was Patty's mother, the oldest sister of the Clarksons. Well, it was definitely Clarkson. She was wearing a red dress, and she had the a dragonfly hairpin. And I guess the guy standing next to her, I'm assuming it's a guy, because I'm sure it is Melvin. So I think Melvin actually has something to do with the Clarksons. But yeah, let's just move on and see where we are now, because I'm assuming we will be in 2019 now. Of course, after we save, obviously. Yes, I read that, episode 3, 2019. So more interrogation with Aaliyah and Simon. And Francis Zach Morgan instead of Francis York Morgan. Oh, I have to... I move, okay.
Just... Please, someone, stop that noise.
If there's a creepy ghost boy in there, welcome to the Grudge. Ugh. You gotta love children screaming, right? Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts. We are
Let me
Aaliyah
try
again.
and summarize this. Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident. But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family.
By the way, I still don't think that Helena is the mastermind behind all of this. I think FK is the mastermind behind all of this, like he was the mastermind in the Green Veil case. Just saying.
Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Saint Rouge.
That's right.
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Bitch, you weren't there. There was so much unfinished business, so much that we still have to uncover, unravel.
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
The goddess of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
No.
Not her.
No, not her. Patricia.
She was as beautiful as a goddess, but she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void. And that void was threatening to swallow up all of Carré. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan? Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world.
He's very nervous, apparently.
Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen.
Also, something that just occurred to me, I like how they distance the player from Francis Zack Morgan. Because again, in the past we were playing as Francis York Morgan all of the time, and since Francis York Morgan is no longer, because that was the fake personality he made up, we are not playing as Francis Zack Morgan. Huh. Well, I guess he couldn't do much in his state, right? But you know what I'm getting at.
But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him.
Jittering leg, okay. Ash in the fireplace.
The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used in conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace. We're free to use it as we please.
Exactly, but I like her eye.
I see traces of resin. Which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at home. Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse. Especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Non-burnable refuse like a smartphone? Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico.
Old messy letters. By the way, I didn't look at the fireplace first, so let me look at the old messy letters first.
I'm so close to finding out where she is. So close now.
And let's look at him.
The sound of a baby crying got him that agitated?
I guess there's more to it, right?
He may be sick, but that's still no excuse for this behavior.
Now, the question is, which is the right option, you know? The option that lets us move on, because this could also be a little mind trick. But I'm gonna go with the old messy letters first.
By the way, you're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that. We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal. We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree.
You need to bark up the red tree, Aaliyah.
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there, looking for her.
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we don't. But we can feel her when we close our eyes and become one with the world. It's very faint, but we can see her. We can see Patricia.
Are you trying to distract me again? Or do you really expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
What do you think we are, X-Men? It's metaphysical offender profiling.
He actually asked me where Patricia is?
What he said before the second episode, I'm sure Aaliyah has a special power as well.
Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the Le Carré case.
I knew it. It was the right option, and the jittering leg, or what it was called, is gone.
Professor R was a Clarkson, and also the mother of Saint Rouge.
Oh.
Low-fat vitamin D milk cartons. Why are they all lined up so neatly? If Professor R really was the mastermind behind everything, if she wanted to rebuild the Clarksons' legacy, then why did she feel the need to kill everyone?
Because she wanted to purge the blood.
This square area enclosed by milk cartons, is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary. And the milk carton sanctuary.
Oh, low battery.
They all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle. Is that a serious question?
Of course it is.
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out, so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween? It's only January.
This is America, land of the free.
Well, I'm pretty sure he won't live to see Halloween this year.
Got a problem with that? By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body after 14 whole years?
That's none of your business.
Oh, on the contrary, I think it is.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse by pure chance? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I said it's none of your business.
Well, then we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip. A tip related to Saint Rouge. Did we hit the nail on the head, Belle? But that's not what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way, even back when we were on duty. Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one? Would you tell us that much, Belle? What urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business.
We're gonna find out eventually.
So you think Galena was murdered by Helena Doman, her own brother?
No, not her. Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
I wanna know! I also wanna know now!
Yes. But I'm asking you. Would you mind answering me in your own words?
Yes, please, but he won't.
You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
It's a complicated matter. Extremely complicated.
Don't let him draw you into his game. Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis.
Pondering Aaliyah. Only one thing, okay.
Am I winning here, or...
I don't think so, girl.
No. I need to stay positive. I have to solve this case, no matter what it takes. I can't lose courage here. The future influences the present just as much as the past. You asked me why I spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions. When you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction, to action. People reveal everything during the intervals between their actions. For example, when you eat alone versus eating with someone else. The most prominent differences always appear when someone either begins or finishes eating a meal. And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden. When you prepare to eat or finish eating, when you move in to clean up, when you pick up a book or close one, when you raise a cup of coffee to your lips. Human actions speak volumes. Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi. And here's the conclusion it helped me reach. There's one other person in this house, isn't there?
Is there?
You're incredible, Belle. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Belle. But only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Okay. Well, most of what you say is just trying
This goes to court. I
illogical.
won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us.
Is he talking about the
We can even
fairy?
put it in writing if you want. We won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? I know I had it around here somewhere. Where is it? We're fine.
Hey, everything okay? What's going on out here? Oh, don't tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since you got here, I've been all backed up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Is this a sign from a coffee? What could it be? What is
Oh!
it trying to tell me? Think.
Is that a dragonfly?
She sees it too. That leads somewhere else.
Footsteps.
Oh!
Big footsteps.
What the fuck?
Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Okay.
Some odd fella was following her around,
That's weird.
stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie, and she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess, mentally and physically. That's why I created the Holy Red Powder.
You okay? Hey.
Okay. Well, if this is hinting at something, I don't know what it is hinting at just yet.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired. Would you take us to get our medicine?
Sure. It's in the bathroom, right?
Will we tell Simon something that she isn't supposed to hear? Oh no, we won't. Okay.
Seems like he's calmed down a little. We should let him rest for a while.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan. But so be it. I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing?
Okay. Empty box.
Whatever his goal may be, Morgan's gone to great lengths to survive. But no matter how hard he tries, the heartless monster inside of him will just keep devouring his body. When Katrina stole my family from me, I lost all hope. I wanted to die.
She's a victim of Hurricane Katrina.
What is he hoping for?
Oh, okay, we can... Oh, let's take a look at everything first.
Agent Jones has been acting strange the entire time we've been here. He told me he wasn't very good at dealing with suspects in person, but can anyone be this bad at it? Is he hiding something? Or maybe our suspect found some dirt on him. Either way, I wish he'd stop trying to drag me down with him. I wondered what sort of food he was eating, all shut up in here. Pizza? Why do they all love pizza so much?
Pizza is love, pizza is life.
I didn't think he'd gotten this bad. I can't let him die on me yet. I need to get more clues out of him before his time runs out. Why do you think he's trying to survive so badly? What does he hope to achieve?
What do you mean?
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
No more Nietzsche. Please, just stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones. Want to know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much?
I sure do.
Sure.
I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked, hopeless. I wanted to die. How could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor.
If you do the math, you can find out how old she is. If you take a look at when Katrina struck, at that time she was 13 and now it's 2019, so yeah, do the math.
His school was damaged by the hurricane too and got closed down. He also lost his family and was living there in the shelter just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him. He loved Nietzsche. And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one from Thus Spoke Zarathustra that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing than half know many things. Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know? Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us, so that we could go on respecting ourselves, without ever succumbing to all the patronizers. After that, my grandmother in Lafayette took us in. And that was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind. And they give me the power I need to keep pressing on. So I'm gonna keep quoting Nietzsche, just to make sure I don't forget my roots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now. Nietzsche is to you what pizza is to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry for giving you a hard time about it. You are free to go on quoting him whenever you want, of course. I won't say another word.
Agent Jones, what the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the mess of pizza boxes.
What's wrong, Aaliyah? You hungry or something?
Excuse me? What are you insinuating?
Well, you're staring right at an empty pizza box.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined palate.
Hey, that was uncalled for. Pizza is a sacred food, remember? You don't need to feel embarrassed for being unable to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it.
Yeah.
That's the power of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, Agent Jones. I've had enough of this sacred pizza bit. I'm sick of you Chicagoans and your obsession with pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you ever talk about.
It feels like this was planned a long time ago by Zach, right? To get them mad at each other.
What's next? You gonna launch into a tirade about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
No, Aaliyah. You just don't get it, do you? As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza. But get this. I love New York-style pizza, too. It doesn't matter what kind of pizza it is. As long as it's a pizza, it's beautiful. What? Still don't get it? Okay, here. I'm gonna put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created equal. Eat your heart out, Nietzsche.
Just forget I mentioned anything.
They're a dream duo. Okay, Pondering Simon.
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation based on an anonymous tip, right? What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this point?
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details, especially during the most vital times. For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to know.
I can relate, honestly.
It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope. Postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it. A wrapped sample of Saint Rouge. And a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons.
Oh! Oh my god, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay, let's move on.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Who is FK? Anybody wanna tell him?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a fake name.
Yeah, a fake name, obviously. Of course it is a fake name, Aaliyah. Yes, a fake name, yeah. Just a fake name? Not his real name, it's just a fake name, Aaliyah, yeah.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005.
Maybe there is somebody born way before 2005 that might have those initials that shouldn't be around anymore.
The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case.
In this case, Aaliyah, it is important where the tip came from, but you don't know just yet. We have been through this some time ago. We know how this rolls.
I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Well, I am not.
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now.
Would you even think about it? The audacity he has to put his initials in there because he knows that she won't find him.
Yep. It all checks out.
Shouldn't you look after him?
I gave him his meds and let him rest.
I'm just glad I chose Simon before I chose his armchair.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
What? But why?
I don't know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub. I feel like I saw that once in some vampire movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No. No, I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
Who knows? But now that you mention it, he started going really crazy around the beginning of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's not. Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Easter egg for the third game.
Red, huh?
You better believe it. He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. I mean, there isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box? I don't get it.
Were you serious for even a fraction of that story? The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly. The mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons. And...
Oh, we're still not finished. Okay. Oh, there was something. Yes, record collection.
so many records. I guess it doesn't matter what kind of person you are. Everyone loves some kind of music.
Black Bob. Huh? The one next to the record player. Black Bob outs Rashid? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I won't bother reading all of those.
That's one of the reasons why music is so powerful. But he's got films from every genre you could possibly think of, but only movies from the 80s. I've never met such an exclusive film collector. Professor R, the mother of this evil powder, is dead and gone. So then why are her demon seeds still being passed down?
Because, again, she wasn't the one who started this. Somebody else planted that seed. Oh, I can't believe I said that, but probably, literally, planted that seed inside of her. If you know what I mean. If you, again, seen or played the first game.
This drug has already taken so many lives, and more are bound to follow. It has to be stopped. Judging from what he's told me so far, my fairy isn't his chess partner. That being fulfills a different role within him. So who's he playing against then? Who would be a good match for him?
FK. Something else? Yes, up there. But how do I get there? Ah.
A soft spot? Ugh. He doesn't even understand the first thing about me. All pizzas are created equal? He's got some nerve. He's making fun of me. I know he is. Who collects vinyl in an age like this when you can stream just about anything?
True. Morgan's got refined taste.
You really think so? Now, even I thought they were cool back when the vinyl revival first started. But now, every suburban mall has its own vinyl shop right next to the novelty store. At this point, it's become a solid component of modern snobism, which only makes them that much more uncool. People who know nothing about real music are buying them up just so they can decorate their walls with cute album art.
How do you ever have time to enjoy anything when you're always so busy putting people down?
Excuse me?
You're like IBS. You keep flaring up at the worst times and there's no end in sight. And when you're alone with Morgan, it's just an all-out war zone.
We're in the middle of a very important investigation right now. Don't you think we ought to take it seriously?
To me, it just looks like you're putting yourself under a lot of stress for no good reason.
Another thing just occurred to me. Regarding FK again. Because I can't get it out of my mind. We killed that fucker, did we not? So, in 2010, remember. So how on Earth in 2018, it wasn't 2018, but how can he, 8 years later, send an anonymous tip to Aaliyah? We know that he wasn't human, so I'm assuming it was just a shell and he can be reborn like he pleases, basically.
Why can't you, show a little humanity once in a while?
Does one need humanity in order to track down criminals?
Yes, one does. Or at least I do.
Well, I don't.
Come on, Aaliyah. I'm your partner, aren't I? For a few days, at the very least. I'm your invasive partner who has a passionate relationship with pizza, right? Why can't you just let me in on one thing you actually happen to enjoy? Oh, aside from Nietzsche, that is.
I'd really rather not.
Why do you always have to be so withdrawn?
I can't help it if there's certain things I don't like.
No, come on. There's got to be some kind of music you enjoy. This is a good chance to teach me a bit about yourself.
I said no.
Do you like Justin
Too cute. Not my type.
Drake?
I've only ever listened to the hooks.
Well then, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry.
Oh my god.
Hell no. Am I done now?
Well then, what do you like?
I have to tell you.
Yes, you do.
Pink Floyd.
Oh!
No way. You're a prog rocker? Who turned you onto it? Your dad?
As far as I can remember, I've loved prog rock ever since I was born. That's just how music works, right? I mean, The Wall is by far my favorite album. Even to this day, I find it hard to believe that they made that in the 70s. It still sounds completely fresh and unique, as if it was just released yesterday, and... What?
No, I was just thinking, I wish Morgan could have been here for this.
Don't you dare tell him.
Well, judging by the screaming, he already knows, because he probably heard them, if he didn't see that clairvoyantly already. Okay, as you can see, we have still a lot to inspect, and I'm sorry that this entire episode is made up of this investigation or interrogation, whatever. But taking a look at my stopwatch, I've been recording for exactly 38 minutes now, so you know what that means. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again very soon in the next episode of Deadly Premonition 2, which hopefully will be a bit more exciting, a bit more fascinating than this, or in another game here on my channel. Bye!